Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Napoleon, and today we are back with another Enlisted video. And this video is made for the people who are struggling, or like me, who have not completed the Enlisted event. And to be exact, when I mean complete the Enlisted event, I mean win the Enlisted event. So without further ado, in this video, we're going to be talking about how you win this Enlisted event. So without further ado, let's just get started. Starting with the first one, and that is to pick the correct soldier. For those who don't know, there are a lot of soldiers in the event. To be exact, there are 4, and honestly, most of them are pretty bad, with the exception of the German soldier, and for reasons in which I'll get to very soon. The reason why the German soldier is so good is because the dude has a very good melee weapon. It is essentially a trench club, and it's actually very good because it is one of the fastest hitting weapons in game. And the reason why it's so good is because for the next tip. When dealing with the most of the early tiers, 1 through 7 to be exact, you can quite literally go prone. And the reason why I say that is because all you have to do to face most of these enemies is that all you have to do is to go prone, and quite literally you can just melee club them, because most of the time the enemies, even if they're in front of you, have to react by hitting you, and most of the time it doesn't work in the sense that the enemies have to like stop for a moment and then hit you. The reason why I advocate for the trench club is because, well, that is the fastest hitting weapon, and because of the fastest hitting weapon, you can kill a bunch of these zombies once they get to you, and even if they get to you, it'll take them a few seconds to react on how to kill you. This method is really good for holding down choke points, and it's actually very good for most of the tiers. And as a matter of fact, until you get to tier 7 or level 7, you get to start facing some real enemies. And honestly, the next tip is actually regarding after, or what happens during number 7, and that is the fact that you have to deal with the green creepers. The green creepers are essentially these zombies that quite literally, if you shoot them, they will explode into a great phosphorus ball. And usually that's a problem for most people, in which they don't really know how to deal with them. My personal suggestion is quite literally just shoot them, and that literally results in them getting killed, which in all reality should be easy, considering at this point you should get some weapons. And some of the weapons I do suggest include anything but the grease gun or the FNAF, mainly because they don't shoot that well and the rate of fire is pretty low, which could be a problem if you're facing a ton of these coming straight towards you like a crazy mob. That said, almost every other weapon is kind of decent, so in this case, when dealing with the green phosphorus creepers, all you have to do is quite shoot them, and that's it. Which leads me to the next point, and that is the fact regarding hordes of zombies. And this is actually regarding the hordes of zombies in which they're charging straight at you. I highly suggest that you use stairs, and the reason why I suggest that you use stairs is because stairs usually cause a choke point, and because they cause a choke point, that allows you to quite literally be able to kill them, especially if they're just massing up towards you, because most zombies, remember, are quite slow, with the exception of some. And that said, once you use stairs and once you use choke points to kill out most of these zombies, you essentially enter into levels 17 or 15 and above. In this case, you do kind of have to start dealing with the zombies in regards of the katana zombie and the what I would call the Star Wars zombie. And these essentially are a katana zombie holding a quite literally a zombie wearing a samurai helmet and armor and charging towards you with a katana. This is exceptionally hard to deal with, not because they're fast, it's also because they tend to soak up a lot of damage. The same thing could be said for the zombie that has like a plasma rifle pointing at you. The only issue with that is that the plasma rifle does an area of damage, so even if it doesn't hit, it still can do some damage. That said, the best way to deal with this is to find cover regarding the plasma zombie, especially if the cover is not like sandbags. I do suggest that cover that can actually hold off the plasma blast itself. Essentially feel like the plasma blast is a grenade being thrown at you. On the other hand, you do have the katana zombie, and my best suggestion to deal with the katana zombie is run, and have your teammates shoot them while you run, and vice versa. Quite literally, everything besides number 15 is exponentially harder because you do need to have teamwork, and if you don't have teamwork, then it's going to be much harder to deal with. So quite literally, I do suggest some people to get on a Discord and join other players, of which a very good Discord for you to do that is my own Discord, so that is a kind of a self-promotion right there. But yes, I do suggest that you get up onto groups via the Discord or anything like that, and communicate verbally of what you want to do, because that really is important. That's it. Without further ado, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.